Hey, good morning, all of you. So it's 10:24 now. We will begin. Good morning, Shalan. How are you? Sabrina, good morning. Tanmay, good morning. Aditya, Manha, good morning. Navya, good morning. Himshika, good morning. So we have good 5 minutes. So today I have come indoors for little comfort. It's getting slightly warm outside. Uh, we are slowly entering summer. Hey Tara. So this is in comfort of the air conditioner. Good. So keep joining. Today we are going to continue gesture drawing, and I'm going to show you because some people have sent me drawings, and you are struggling. Harsh, good morning. Gomti, good morning. You can call me Praveen. You don't have to call me sir. So, yep. So let's wait for other people to join in. Yeah. So I'll be around only. I'll just come and see you then. Yeah. We still have good 4 minutes. Shulakshmi, good morning. Imshika, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You just call me by my name. It's ABCD with Praveen, right? So just say Praveen, and I think that's good. Good morning, Tara. So somebody asked somebody, how do you spell banana? So, or maybe ask like, can you spell banana? I says, yes, I know how to spell banana, but I don't know where to stop. So I was just saying, somebody must have asked Dalir Mehdi to spell Tara. Bad one. What happens if poha is cooked and the taste is funny? What happens? This is like PM special. Okay, anybody? So Manha says banana, BANANA. Oh, see, Mana knows where to stop actually. Okay, so if you cook poha and if it tastes funny, what do you call it? Srikta, good morning. Shraddha, good morning. Pankaj, good morning. Sahani, good morning. Okay, anybody? Malika Didi, good morning. Anybody? So if you cook poha and it tastes funny, what do you call it? It's called halwa. Harsh got it. It's called poha. Okay. So if you land in Doha and your experience is funny, it becomes Doha. Sorry for these bad ones, but I think it will wake up people who are still sleepy. We still have a minute to go, and I think we're starting. We'll start in a minute. So we'll continue gesture drawing, and especially, I think we'll draw some pets and objects and humans. Yeah. So whatever this little struggle that is happening, I think little bit of demonstration, I believe that will get cleared out. It's 10:29 on my computer, and we'll start in a minute. Yeah. Good morning, Prashant, Sukhpreet, Sapna. Good morning, Shorashi. Good morning, Satindra. Good morning. Good people joining in very fast now. It's almost 10:30, and I think we should begin. We should start talking now. Yeah, it's 10:30 now. Super. Hope you have been doing well and practicing drawing. So far, what we have learned is we started the first couple of sessions. We tried to see drawing from a different light, where we said, we things do not exist in terms of outlines. The time we break away from drawing things from outlines is when we start seeing, and the difference between just looking and seeing is important. And that's where I believe the first few sessions went on in doing that. Then we saw how to draw objects, yeah, and even gestures, even object drawing or still life, what people popularly call it. Even the time you start seeing them as gestures, I think that becomes much more beautiful. It's a movement in a space, right? You Once you start seeing gesture, if you see a teapot, you'll find the teapot doing like this, like, can you see my hand? Yeah. So there's always some kind of movement which you can identify with some kind of gesture, and you draw very quickly. The time you start seeing it as a still life, sorry Rahman if the voice breaks, it could be because of the internet, either here or there. Harsh says, please share some techniques and tips also for gesture. Now, absolutely, that's exactly what we're going to do today, Harsh. I am going to give demonstrations and keep talking about how to see things. Yeah. Right now, I don't have pets here, so I have to kind of refer to drawings. You do not have to. If you have pets, draw it from real life. If not, draw human beings or objects. Yeah. And but then you keep moving your pencil. Technique is simple. Uh, your eyes should be on the object as much as possible, not to your drawing. Do not start judging your drawing. How is it happening? Because that it is just kind of some lines on the paper. Like, just you do not. The time you start judging and say, how do I improve it? That's a lot of stress you're putting on yourself. Huh? You do not have to think. That will automatically happen. That will automatically, if you keep drawing, right? Because the time you start judging, then a lot of discouragement happens from within, and say, oh my god, I'm not able to draw, and things like that. Everybody goes through certain processes, yeah? And you have to constantly train your eyes to be able to see more and more and more. That's the only way. And all of us see things differently, by the way. There's no one way of looking at things. There is see things differently. But what I'm saying is, one technique that I think would be useful to you is when you train yourself to see things uh, and not be dependent on the outlines. Yeah, that's how I think the lot of learning would happen. So let me share some drawings which would be useful to you. Yeah, so now let me get some images. Just give me a minute and I'll be done. Yeah, so I'll attempt to draw something like this, yeah, and I'll show you how things happen. So this is, I've taken a charcoal and what I'm doing is I'm trying to draw things, seeing lots of things together, not just in terms of outlines, but things together, right? So that's one way. I'm referring to a drawing only because I do not have pet right in front of me. So like that's the only reason. You do not have to do the same thing. You try and draw from whatever you have. Yeah. So Spider-Man is come. There's a lot of fur texture which you can little be. Sorry, it's quite distorted. Why is it distorted? Something like this. Okay, one second. Let me draw it carefully. It's showing so distorted. Yeah, so that's one way of going about it. So what you do is you look at lots of uh, you look beyond the outlines. Yeah. Were you able to hear me, guys? I was talking also. Were you able to hear me, or you want me to speak louder? Yes, fantastic. Thank you. Great. So I will draw a few more, and I'll draw some human being also. Just a drawing of our model Govind. Yeah, and we're going to draw more of him. So, we need more paper. Yeah? Okay, one second. For people, see it closely. This is how it is. Yeah. Cute dog. Of course, indeed, that's a cute dog. I have an image. Okay, so you know what? When you see and there's a movement happening, this is another image of a cat. Now I'll try and draw. Yeah. Good. You can bring this close, the camera. Is it possible? So what I do is I've taken pencil, therefore you're close to me, and this is my reference. This will be right live in front of you, so things will be different. Yeah. So you start to it whatever, like the whole volume is here right in front of you. Yeah. Just don't need to limit yourself in terms of outlines. Yeah. Remember this, and that's like. Yeah, so there's a lot of lines actually. You see all the lines, and by the way, don't lift your pencil. Keep connecting one with another. Yeah. So now this will actually see a lot of gesture happening here. just goes off. Keep moving your pencil and see what happens. Yeah, keep moving it. Keep moving it. Things do not exist just in terms of outlines. Yeah. So yeah, things like this. You actually draw a lot of drawing, lot of lines. You never be afraid of lines. That's how gesture drawing is all about. Yeah. The time you concentrate on the outlines, it will go. Do not have to see the proportions at all. Do not be bothered about the line quality. Do not be bothered about everything. All these things that you burdens you, you have to take that off your mind. Yeah. Look at this. I have not drawn in terms of outline, but I have drawn in terms of whatever things are there within. Yeah. More you line, you can see, more you can draw. Yeah. So this is how things happen. Never be afraid of drawing more lines. More the lines, better it is. Yeah. So you saw that I was not afraid of drawing more lines. Yeah. So, correct. I'll draw another one. Somebody has sent me something. One second. Let me just see. Somebody has sent me something to draw. Who's the person? Okay. Himshika sent me this cute, cute dog out there. Okay, the drawing is not very clear, but still I'll try and draw this. If you have any pictures, you can send. I'll try and draw it. Yeah, just WhatsApp me. And so this is how it is. You see these folds. Yeah, all these folds here. The drawing is the photograph is not very clear here. It's definitely cute, but I can't see much of lines. I'll just try to draw the way it is. Yeah. So not be afraid of extra lines. Yeah. Look at this. There's a pug. Yeah. So this is how you actually draw. Okay. Now next would be, where do I show it? It's full. It should be. Correct. Oh, lovely. She has said this. No problem. Kushi has sent this, and I'll try to draw this. This is nice because it's clean. There's a lot of light falling in, and that's a good. Okay, because I have to keep there, I will draw it larger. Haha, thanks, Anshika. Okay, so this is how I will draw. Okay, so now this is the topmost portion. I go down. I look at the eyes. The eyes could be like this. गोविंद चलेगा मैं चारकोल से बना रहा हूँ ना चलेगा इट्स ओके व्हाटएवर big ears like the fox like ears really big. Yeah. I hope you're able to see. Yes, you're able to see. Something like this, yeah. See, these are like gestures right in front of you. Something like you keep drawing this, and then you'll be able to see lots of drawing coming in there. I'll draw more. There are more people who have sent pictures. Yep. Hey, that's a cute one. Arundhati had sent this. This is a little pup. I'll try to draw this. Yeah, so basically you keep moving on. You do not limit yourself in terms of outlines. You see beyond the outlines. Yeah, that's how things happen. You see this. So a bit of texture once you are done with it. That will really give life to this. Some here, facial hair. Okay. Something like this, yeah. So you have things in front of you. You do not have. What is this? What is happening here? Govind, what is this? What is this? Yep. Now what? Okay. Good, good, good. Priyanka says unable to draw anything like that. I think the proportions go haywire. Let me repeat, do not be bothered about the proportions. Yeah, please don't even think about the proportions. Just let your hands move. No, we burden ourselves too much. Arundhati says same here. The same feedback to you. Try correctly. There's no way of doing. Don't. Okay. You're burdening yourself. What is correctly? There's nothing called correctly. It's all about practice. You do one drawing and then suddenly sit back and start judging it. That does not happen like that. Just the only way to learn drawing is keep drawing. Just keep drawing. Yeah. Do not kind of judge yourself or seek validation. It will happen. Yeah. You have to free yourself. So I think the major part of learning drawing is unlearning. Yeah. Unlearning is going to become Good. I like these conversations going on. This is like fantastic. Thanks, Sonal. Suhani, try not to use photos. I had no option. I was just showing you demonstrations. Try as of now. If you have no other option, then use photos. Yeah. But if you have an option of look at, if you have objects at home, if you have people at home, try and make them kind of sit for some time. Pets, they sleep for certain duration, then you can actually move around and then follow them while they're asleep. Even if they're not asleep, they're moving around, still try to capture the gesture. There'll be, it's nice, it's beautiful, because there'll be always time limitation. They'll move. Minakshi says cat run away. Cat ran away is fine. So as of now, don't click pictures and draw from pictures. No, you try and just, even if the drawing is incomplete, draw the next one. Some cats actually sleep for a long duration. Therefore, you will be able to draw cats. Yeah. So now let me share a little more drawings. Let me see what people have sent. One more pet drawing, and then I will move to. Oh my God, that's so cute. Gomti has sent this, and I think that's a very cute one. But I have drawn something similar just now. I know they're all different from each other. Wow. Arti has sent a photograph. Most probably it's her picture only. That's a cow there. Yeah, that's a beautiful. Why not? If you can have access to a window which actually look outside, and if there are cows around, why not? Just see if you can draw this cow. So I start from top, move around. Okay, I am not thinking about the proportions. I'm not thinking about the final output. No, that should not be my botheration at all. Yeah, I should be just kind of attending, just moving my hands, moving whatever I'm seeing right now. I'm just trying to do all this. Okay, let me share a technique with you. Let me explain what. Something like this, yeah. Hey, that looks like cow. But horny little cow. Yeah. So something like that, yeah. So that's oh, that's not wow, Gomti. That's cow. Sorry for the bad ones. Those who know me would excuse me. Okay, so I am going to show you more. Sometimes, if you do not have access to real life, for example, you're not able to find cows and horses outside, it's okay to look at photograph and draw, but listen to this. Uh, you do not look at the outline of the, you have to train yourself to be able to do that. Yeah, you have to train yourself. You draw it as if it's about to move. Yeah, you draw it as it's a gesture in movement, and then if you can do it very fast, because the time you start drawing from a photograph, the tendency is you draw it for longer duration. You'll not your learning would slow down if you draw in details right now. You don't have to make four legs all the time. Yeah, even if you could make one leg and other things just lines, and it's absolutely fine. You do not have to make two ears, you do not have to make two eyes. Just make one and see how it happens. Yeah. Self-portrait is in demand. My voice is breaking. Oops. Okay. Self-portrait, if you want to do self-portrait, it's one of the best way of learning, by the way. It's one of the best way of learning. Most of the artists, in fact, all the artists who are known, they have been drawing their own portraits. And you see yourself very differently than how other people look at you. Yeah. So everybody has a perspective on you, whatever you are. They know only one aspect or some aspect of you, right? Only you know yourself fully, and therefore this thing is very important. So what you do is you draw in terms of mirror. Remember, it's not your true self, in the sense it is always flipped image. It's like when you take a picture of yourself from a selfie camera, what happens? The image is flipped. Like, therefore, if I have some text, for example, I just click myself in front of you from a selfie camera, what happens? Let me show you. Yeah. So I actually click the picture of Vijay Bhumi University, right? And what happens with the Vijay Bhumi University is it is like this. So it's flipped image. It's not the correct image, right? So therefore, it will be, if you have your hair coming from left to right, it will be right to left, but doesn't matter. But draw from mirror. Do not draw from photographs, because photograph is captured from outside. Right now, I think with some practice, you are in a position to be able to even draw expressions. Yeah. So just attempt. It will go wrong. Doesn't matter. You're not. You still won't judge whatever you are drawing. You're constantly trying to draw lines, moving around. You're not. So that's another way of training yourself not to be very self-conscious. Yeah. Yeah. Mirror. Yeah. Malvika. And you draw from mirror only. Yeah. And of course, like if you start enjoying it, change the light setting, change because you can't change you can't look at the other side and draw. You have to look at yourself straight on your eyes, because every time you draw your eyes, that's looking at you, looking back at you, right? That those things you can't change if you're drawing from mirror, but you can always change light, the way you dress, the way you comb, all these things you can definitely change. Yeah. Sir, I'm not able to put my pencil on paper and draw continuously. Tend to take the pencil off. Train yourself. Train yourself. That's what I'm saying. We are constantly being very conscious about the line quality, proportions, other stuff. Train yourself to keep the pencil on paper. Okay? Because once you lift the paper, you're getting disconnected. Then you are reconnecting with the drawing. The idea is not to get disconnected ever. Yeah, idea is to constantly draw, and draw means draw from, not draw on. Drawing on is just incidental. Yeah, that's how you know that you start seeing drawing very differently. Yeah, keep the pencil on paper and keep moving it left, right. The way I have given more some demos, I'm going to give you another demo right now. Yeah, and therefore you'll be able to see how we can do that now. Can you please try drawing yourself? Yes, at least 108 times, then we continue. 108 times, why not? Okay, good. So another demo. What is the time now? 10:58. So I have about 17 minutes left, and let me give you some more demo on how to go about it. So Govind, can I have you again? Okay, I'll try to bring this closer to you, because yeah, so I think you'll be able to see. Yes, you'll be able to see. Govind, can I have you here on my left hand side? Yeah. Oh, so if you go there, what happens is flicker हो रहा है. Okay. थोड़ा ऊपर हाँ कैसे होगा? ठीक है. Okay, we will draw Govind again. And when you're drawing pet, you do not have to draw every body part. Like, don't need to burden yourself to draw fully. What you draw is, even if you draw a small portion, I'm going to show a demo also after this. Yeah, let me draw Govind. Govind, you can see Govind. Thoda sa aage aaja, thoda aage aaja. That's it. Huh? Fantastic. I hope you are able to see Govind, right? And Priyanka says, "Hey Govind, bye." Okay, so Govind bhai is looking somewhere. So what I'm doing is, I'm not burdening myself. I'm slightly in an awkward position, but I want you to see this. चलेगा चलेगा. Okay, ठीक. Okay, so like this. Now, okay, so what I start from top, and that's always easier to start from top, yeah. And then I draw this hair. I'm not looking in terms of outlines. I'm looking at all, keeping my pencil on the paper. I'm not moving my thing off the paper at all, yeah. So now I am trying eyebrows. Even if it doesn't come, do not worry at all. You are constantly doing this because that's how you learn faster, right? Keep the pencils on paper. You're able to see, right? No? Oh my God. I'll use charcoal immediately. Yeah, I'll use charcoal. Let me just kind of get his gesture first. So I'm not lifting my pencil. Look at this. I'm constantly trying to draw him, like my eyes on him mostly, and then I am constantly able to draw him. Yeah, not making. I'm not worried about the proportions. Not worried about line quality. Yeah? Constantly looking for clues out there. Yeah, constantly looking for clues out there in terms of where to draw lines, things like that. Yeah, so. Okay, so more or less you are able to see this. Now let me make you see straight, and I will draw more of him right now with charcoal. Idhar hai? So that's Govind out there. I can see him here already. There's a little distortion because of the way he's seeing. Okay. Okay. So you can use watercolor also. I showed you a bit of watercolor yesterday. If you have watercolor, yes. If you do not have, use pencils the way I'm using it. If you have charcoal, why not? If you have charcoal, why not? Yeah. There's a lot of drawing in the air. The ears will have. Yeah. You can actually draw things in the backdrop so that this comes out. So without drawing the outlines, you are actually able to show this particular drawing, right? So that's how things will shape up. Okay, when you're drawing nose, you're not thinking you're drawing nose. Okay, you're just drawing another object. The time you start telling yourself that you're drawing a nose, it will basically make you draw how the idea of nose. Yeah, your preconceived idea of nose is what you're going to draw. When you see it as an object, you're going to only draw that object, and that's how you get better and better. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how things happen. See this? Yes, you can see this. Yes, something like this. So basically, bit of yeah. Okay, Govind, thanks. Yeah, something like that. You're able to see it clean. It's like that's how drawing it. Okay, take it off. You can take it off now. Yeah. So take the drawing off. Hey, eraser. Okay, so Krisha is asking, do you ever use eraser? Of course, yes, but not to correct the drawing. You use eraser for effect. Like for example, when you draw something and you okay, I'll just show you quickly. I'll use eraser for effect. Do you have eraser here, Govind? I always keep an eraser, and you're doing eraser for effect. For example, if you draw a so you have something like this. Okay, supposing you have drawn this. Then I have things like this in the backdrop. This is what popularly known as what you call still life, right? But we're calling it gesture drawing for our own convenience and understanding. Now this is how things. Now, how am I using the eraser? Let me show it to you. Now, eraser you have to keep cleaning. Yeah. Yeah. So, Govind, somebody wants Snigdha wants Pradeep's number. Just type Pradeep's number, no, please. I'm using this eraser for effect, like to remove certain things from somewhere, to add reflections. So there will be some reflections here of objects. Yeah, give some reflection here, wherever. Like depends. Like there are how the other objects are. Based on that, there will be some reflection. Sorry. So that's one way of going about it. Then you can have things like this. Whatever, like, you know. I'll just show it to you closely. One second, just 1 second. There's a little problem with, where's the chalk? Okay. Charcoal. Yeah. Now I'll show it to you. Okay. Yeah, can you see this? So you basically use eraser for effect. Yeah, eraser is not too correct. Trisha, I hope, Krisha, I hope that was okay. Correct. Thanks, Prashant. Great, Krisha. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. Okay, that's one way of going about it. I have 4 minutes. Any questions, any doubts that you have? Can you please put that? You want to show any drawing that from your practice that you have done since yesterday? I am going to put you online if you want. Who wants to come? I can take 1 or 2 persons at the max. We'll finish exactly at 11:15. It's 11:11 now. Tanmay saying not getting the shape, no problem at all. Shape will happen. You do not. By the way, these demonstrations, when I show, I am not expecting you to draw. I'm expecting you to just see it and listen the process, what I'm focusing on, how I'm going about it. I'm expecting that to happen so that when you draw, then you basically if you're doing it right way, right? Aditya sent me fantastic. Anybody wants to show here, like if you have something that you feel the feedback would be useful to everybody, you can come here. Aditya, look at your drawing on WhatsApp and I'll definitely give you feedback. Suhani, what you're talking about, Suhani is asking, while drawing portrait, the eyes are not getting off to the same size. Do not worry about it. You're basically talking about proportions again. Yeah, let it become bigger, let it become smaller, let it be in some other place. Just keep moving your hand and see what happens, right? And forget about what your drawing teacher used to say, like, drawing theek hona chahiye, proportion galat hai. Come out of all those and see how beautiful things are around, right? The nature itself, they whether you have a symmetrical mountain, right? If you suppose in this a completely symmetrical mountain, and then there's a mountain which is like slightly up and then down, then up again, non-symmetrical, which one would you like, right? So you most likely you are going to love the one which doesn't have symmetry. So nature knows where to put symmetry, where not to. Yeah, and yeah, non-symmetrical. Fantastic. So there's a beauty in randomness. Yeah, there's a beauty in spontaneity. Yeah, good. So on that note, I want you to keep drawing objects, drawing human being, drawing your pets, anything that you see outside your window or inside your house, you should be able to draw. Yeah, and see if you can not see, you try, push yourself to draw without the outlines. Yeah, outlines is just incidental, it's just part of any other detailing that you have inside. It has no extra importance. Outlines have no extra importance. The time you're able to tell yourself this, you'll be able to see much more. The time you are able to see more, you will be able to draw more. Yeah. So people and pets more than objects, anything. There's nothing. See, by the way, what I've been using my terms carefully. I have been saying gesture drawing, right? I'm not using still life. Yeah. So just it's all gesture in front of you. Right? Draw objects like gesture, draw human beings like gesture, like draw pets like gesture, and you constantly move your pencil around, move your charcoal around, and see what happens. Krisha, yes, you want to come online here? I'd like you to share, but can you come online? We have a minute, only a minute. Tell me and I'll unmute you. Okay, Tanmay wants to show. Let me put Tanmay on this thing. Tanmay. Yes, Tanmay, you are unmuted and put on your camera.
Yes, sir.
Quickly, quickly.
So, yes, sir, it's coming.
Net is low.
Sir, the net is low.
Okay, so I'm afraid I won't be able to take you now. So thank you, and you send it to me on WhatsApp, and I will reply to that. Yeah? Okay, so with that note, thank you so much. Keep drawing, keep inspiring other people. Yeah, and I'm sorry yesterday I could not send you the timetable for the rest of the days. I am going to do that, and I'm also going to share with you when I'm starting a new batch. Mostly for the people who have signed in, who registered but couldn't participate for whatever reasons, yeah, technical reasons, non-technical reasons, personal reasons. But I want to give them another opportunity to start drawing all over again. They can't join this batch because they'll not. You have moved far ahead now, and yes, keep sharing your drawings. And okay, another thing, another request. I have a we have a webinar today. I'm going to talk about, so with our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Atish Chattopadhyay, we have a webinar today in the evening. The details are there on the Vijay Bhumi webpage. It's there on my Facebook. This thing also, battery is running low. So if any of you want to give any testimonial, like if how your learning has been in terms of learning online, because drawing usually people thought it has to be taught sitting in front of the learner and the teacher, they should be across each other, right? So we're trying to do it online. This is an experiment in itself, but if you think it is working, if you think there are difficulties and it's not working for you, whatever you want to say, if you can just shoot a 30-second, 40-second video of yourself from your camera, send it to me on WhatsApp. But if you want to do that, send it to me before 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. today. Just like a testimonial, I might be able to run 3 or 4 in my show in the evening. But please send. Some of you, if you can, just take your camera, speak whatever, how ABCD with Praveen has been, and what's your personal experience. Are you able to learn, not learn, struggling, or maybe benefited from it, whatever, like anything that you want to say. Be very frank, honest, and I'm going to run that in my show. Yeah. And superb. So I think let me see the chat box if there's anything new. Oh my god, there's so many people. Anyway, it's 11:18 and I am going to move out now. And take care and stay well. This is the last. Bye. Goodbye and thank you so much. Have a very nice day, and people who are from the other side of the globe, have a good night, and yeah, take care.